All 30 Major League Soccer teams will compete in at least one, but no more than two, North American competitions during the 2025 MLS season. The league has confirmed its qualification structure for the four major tournaments: the Concacaf Champions Leagues Cup, Lamar US Open Cup, and Canadian Championship. These qualifications will remain in place for the next 2 seasons before being revisited in 2027. Only Inter Miami and the Seattle Sounders will participate in 3 tournaments this year: the Concacaf Champions Cup, Leagues Cup, and FIFA Club World Cup. CONCACAF determines the Champions Cup qualifiers. 10 MLS clubs, including MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy, Leagues Cup champion Columbus Crew, and Inter Miami, will compete in the tournament, which kicks off next month. The Leagues Cup will feature 18 MLS clubs and 18 Liga MX teams from July 29th to August 31st. The top 9 teams from the previous season qualify for each MLS conference. The Lamar US Open Cup will include 16 MLS clubs. 9 will be selected from teams not competing in the Leagues or CONCACAF Champions Cup. The Supporters' Shield standings will determine the remaining 7, provided they are not in the Champions Cup. Additionally, 10 MLS NEXT Pro teams will compete. All 3 Canadian MLS teams, CF Montreal, Toronto FC, and Vancouver Whitecaps, will again vie for the Canadian Championship. Last year's winner, Vancouver, will also participate in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, while CF Montreal will compete in the Leagues Cup. Here is the breakdown of MLS North American Cup appearances in 2025. Eastern Conference: Atlanta United, Leagues Cup; Charlotte FC, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; Chicago Fire FC, US Open Cup; FC Cincinnati, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; Columbus Crew, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; DC United, US Open Cup; Inter Miami CF, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; CF Montreal, Leagues Cup, Canadian Championship; New York City FC, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; New York Red Bulls, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; Nashville SC, US Open Cup; New England Revolution, US Open Cup; Orlando City SC, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; Philadelphia Union, US Open Cup; Toronto FC, Canadian Championship. Western Conference: Austin FC, US Open Cup; Colorado Rapids, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; FC Dallas, US Open Cup; Houston Dynamo FC, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; LA Galaxy, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; LAFC, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; Minnesota United FC, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; Portland Timbers, Leagues Cup, US Open Cup; Real Salt Lake, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; San Jose Earthquakes, US Open Cup; San Diego FC, Leagues Cup; Seattle Sounders FC, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup; Sporting Kansas City, CONCACAF Champions Cup; St. Louis City SC, US Open Cup; Vancouver Whitecaps, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Canadian Championship. MLS NEXT Pro teams in the 2025 US Open Cup: Carolina Core FC Independent, Chattanooga FC Independent, FC Cincinnati 2, FC Cincinnati, Columbus Crew 2, Columbus Crew, Inter Miami CF 2, Inter Miami CF, LAFC 2, Los Angeles Football Club, Real Monarchs, Real Salt Lake, Sporting KC 2, Sporting Kansas City, Tacoma Defiance, Seattle Sounders FC, Ventura County FC, LA Galaxy,